Living happily in old age isn't an impossible dream. It's a reality you can create as long as you know how. We enter this stage of life with a blend of experiences and emotions. Some days are filled with wisdom, while others bring unexpected challenges. But what if I told you there's a way to navigate this stage with more serenity and joy? The key lies in the wisdom to live well. Learning how to choose peace, accepting what you cannot control, and surrounding yourself with only what uplifts you. Philosophies like Stoicism, with teachings from Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, guide us on how to age wisely. Today, I want to share with you 9 essential insights to live this phase of your life with happiness, purpose, and fulfillment. So if you're ready to discover how to make the most of the freedom, experience, and serenity that come with this stage, stay with me until the end. The lessons we'll cover will not only help you live better, but also to appreciate each day more deeply. My name is Gabriel, and if it's your first time here, I invite you to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of the topics we'll be discussing. Let's get started. Number 1. Choose peace over chaos. The first lesson for living happily in your later years is simple but powerful. Choose peace over chaos. At this stage of life, you've been through many experiences, some good, others less so. You've seen how worry and stress can steal your peace and how we sometimes get involved in situations that bring nothing positive. But now, you have an advantage you might not have had before: the wisdom to know what truly matters. Stoicism, with its focus on inner peace, teaches us that it's not about avoiding external chaos, but about choosing how we face it. Marcus Aurelius said, "Inner peace begins the moment you choose not to allow another person or event to control your emotions." That choice is yours. By now, you can decide which situations are worth your energy and which aren't. You don't have to be everywhere, and you don't have to solve everyone's problems. Peace is a conscious choice you make every day. To live happily, you need to learn to say no to what steals your peace and yes to what restores it. Think about how often you've felt exhausted, not because of what's happening around you, but because of how you interpret it. When you choose peace, you start prioritizing what truly fills you with serenity. Others' opinions, worldly worries, noise, all of that fades into the background when you decide to protect your mental space. Today, I invite you to reflect. Where are you choosing chaos over peace? What can you let go of to feel lighter, more at ease? At the end of the day, the only thing you can control is your own reaction. Choose peace, and you'll see how everything in your life starts to flow more smoothly, more simply, and above all, more happily. Number 2, accept what you can't control. The second lesson is key to living with peace and joy in your later years. Accept what you cannot control. In life, there will always be things beyond your influence, from health issues to family or financial changes. But happiness doesn't come from trying to control the uncontrollable. It comes from accepting that some things are simply as they are. The Stoics, like Epictetus, teach us to distinguish between what's within our control and what isn't. It's not things that disturb us, but our opinion of them, he said. And that's what we need to learn: the art of acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It means making peace with what you can't change and focusing your energy on what you can. At this stage in life, you may have faced the loss of loved ones, changes in your health, or situations you didn't expect. But instead of struggling against these realities, the Stoics invite you to change your perspective. You can't control what happens, but you can control how you interpret it. You can choose to see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than as sources of suffering. Acceptance frees you from the emotional weight of resisting the inevitable. Instead of focusing on what might have been or what you can no longer do, focus on what you do have today, on what you can still enjoy and contribute. Every day is an opportunity to live in peace if you choose to accept what you can't control. So, ask yourself, what are you trying to control in your life that is no longer in your hands? How would your emotional state change if you chose to release that burden? Remember, true serenity arrives when you learn to accept, not resist. Number 3, serenity lies in simplicity. The third lesson for a happy life in your later years is to understand that serenity lies in simplicity. Throughout life, we've often believed that happiness is found in grand achievements, in accomplishing big things, in accumulating possessions, or in having many relationships. But as we age, we realize that true peace and joy aren't found in complexity, but in simplicity. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, "Life is long if you know how to use it." And part of using it well is enjoying simple things: a quiet walk, a heartfelt conversation, a good meal, or simply a moment of silence. These small things, which may have gone unnoticed at other times in your life, are now the ones that can truly bring you serenity. Living simply doesn't mean giving up everything. It means learning to value what truly matters. It's about letting go of what no longer serves you, releasing the worries that weigh you down, and enjoying more of what you have now without seeking what you don't need. Often, it's the excess of things, of people, of concerns that distances us from inner peace. By simplifying your life, you realize that happiness isn't in having more, but in needing less. At this stage, you have the opportunity to focus on what genuinely fulfills you and to let go of everything else. Sometimes, the wisest thing you can do is to quiet the noise of life and concentrate on the essentials. Serenity arrives when you stop complicating your life with what isn't necessary. So today I ask you, what can you simplify in your life to feel more at peace? What activities, thoughts, or worries can you let go of to better enjoy what you already have? Remember, simplicity has incredible power, and true serenity lies within it. Number 4, surround yourself with what uplifts you. The fourth lesson for a happy life in your later years is to learn to surround yourself with what uplifts you. At this stage of life, it's important to be selective about what you allow into your environment, whether it's people, activities, or even thoughts. What you consume, what you listen to, and who you spend time with directly impacts your emotional state and well-being. Marcus Aurelius said, "The quality of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." But those thoughts are deeply influenced by what surrounds you. If you're constantly exposed to negativity, drama, or relationships that bring nothing positive, it's easy to feel drained and discouraged. That's why the key is to consciously choose to surround yourself with people, ideas, and activities that nourish, inspire, and uplift you. Be with people who motivate you, who listen, and who truly value your company. Sometimes it's better to be alone than in poor company, and recognizing this is part of leading a fulfilling life. Likewise, choose activities that fill your spirit. Reading a good book, walking in nature, learning something new, or simply enjoying a moment of calm. Every choice you make about your surroundings affects your well-being. Also, choose carefully what you allow into your mind. Empty conversations, stressful news, or negative thoughts can all drain your energy. But if you decide to nourish yourself with what uplifts you, you'll see how everything in your life starts to improve. Seneca reminded us to avoid people and things that complicate our lives and to seek out what makes us feel at peace. So ask yourself, what kind of energy are you surrounded by? What relationships, activities, or thoughts could you change to make your life feel lighter and fuller? Surround yourself with what uplifts you and watch as your happiness naturally blossoms. Number 5. Time is your most valuable resource. The 5th lesson for a happy life in your later years is to recognize that time is your most valuable resource. At this stage, you can no longer afford to waste time on things that don't bring value to your life. Every day is a gift, and how you choose to invest that time directly impacts your happiness and well-being. The Stoics teach us that time is the only thing we truly own. Seneca put it brilliantly. It's not that we have too little time, but that we waste a lot of it. Too often, we spend our days on meaningless distractions, caught up in unfulfilling routines, or giving time to people and activities that don't enrich us. Now more than ever, you have the power to decide how to use this precious resource. It's time to become aware and appreciate each moment. Instead of letting days slip by without purpose, ask yourself, what can I do today to make my time meaningful? It could be something as simple as reading a good book, having a deep conversation, enjoying a walk outdoors, or learning something new. What matters is that you feel your time is well spent on activities that fill you with joy and purpose. It's also important to remember that time doesn't always have to be filled with action. Sometimes, simply being present in the moment is the best way to make the most of it. The Stoics remind us that true life is found in the present, not in the past or future. When you learn to be mindful of each moment, time becomes richer, more valuable. So today reflect, how are you investing your time? Are there activities or relationships that feel like a waste? How can you be more mindful in how you live each day? Remember, time is the most valuable thing you have, and living it consciously is the key to a happy and fulfilling life. Number 6. Solitude is your ally, not your enemy. The 6th lesson invites us to reconsider solitude, not as something to fear, but as a powerful ally in your later years. Throughout life, we've been taught that being alone is negative, something to avoid at all costs. But at this stage, solitude can be an opportunity to reconnect with yourself and find a deeper sense of peace. Stoicism teaches us that true strength doesn't come from the number of people we have around us, but from our ability to be at peace with ourselves. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul retreats into itself to find rest." It's in those moments of solitude that you can find clarity, serenity, and a space to reflect on your life, your achievements, and what you truly want in this stage. Living alone doesn't mean being emotionally isolated. When well managed, solitude gives you the freedom to enjoy your time, to do what truly fulfills you without external distractions. It's the perfect space to get to know yourself more deeply, to pursue passions you may not have had time for before, and to strengthen the most important relationship you'll ever have, the one with yourself. Solitude is not an emptiness to fill, it's a space you can enrich. You can devote that time to activities that bring you peace, reading, meditating, walking, writing, or simply being in silence, enjoying your own presence. Society may lead you to believe that you need to be surrounded by people to be happy, but true wisdom comes when you realize you can be happy and fulfilled in your own company. So, the next time solitude approaches, instead of pushing it away, embrace it. Ask yourself, how can I make this moment a space for growth, for enjoyment, and for peace? Remember, solitude is not your enemy. It's your ally on the path to a calmer, happier life. Number 7. Practice gratitude daily. The 7th lesson for a happy life in your later years is to learn to practice gratitude every day. Throughout life, we've faced challenges, losses, and difficult moments. But even amidst all of that, there's always something to be grateful for. This daily practice of gratitude transforms the way you see the world, filling you with peace and happiness. The Stoics understood the power of gratitude well. Seneca said, "The grateful person is the one who doesn't lament what they don't have, but rejoices in what they do possess." Often, we focus on what we lack or on what we can no longer do. But gratitude invites us to shift that perspective, to center ourselves on everything we still have, all we've accomplished, and the blessings around us, however small they may seem. When you practice gratitude, you realize you don't need grand things to be happy. Appreciating what you have in the present, your health, your home, your loved ones, or simply the fact that you're alive today, completely changes your emotional state. Gratitude fills you with calm and reminds you that, despite the challenges, there is so much to be thankful for. A simple exercise you can do each day is to take a few minutes to reflect on 3 things you feel grateful for. These could be as small as the morning sun, a friend's call, or a peaceful moment at home. This daily habit will help you be more present and bring you more joy and satisfaction with the life you're living. Gratitude is an act of acknowledgement. By focusing on what you have rather than on what you lack, you cultivate a more positive mindset, one that is open to enjoying life. It's a way to find beauty in the ordinary and to appreciate everything around you. So today, I ask you, what can you be grateful for? How would your day change if you started with an attitude of gratitude instead of worry? Remember, practicing gratitude daily is one of the simplest and most effective ways to transform your life and live with greater happiness. Number 8, emotional health is a priority. The 8th lesson reminds us that to live happily in your later years, your emotional health must be a priority. We often talk about the importance of caring for our bodies, but caring for your mind and emotions is equally vital. Emotional health is the foundation on which a full and balanced life is built. In Stoic philosophy, it's understood that what you think and how you manage your emotions defines your reality. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you interpret it that determines your well-being." This means that while you may not always control what happens around you, you can control how you face it emotionally. Cultivating a strong, calm, and serene mind is essential to handle the challenges life may bring in this stage. Emotional health means acknowledging your feelings without letting them control you. If you feel sadness, frustration, or even loneliness, that's okay. But the important thing is not to get trapped in those emotions. There are many tools you can use to maintain emotional balance: meditation, mindful breathing, talking with a friend, or simply dedicating time to activities that make you feel good. Additionally, part of maintaining your emotional health is surrounding yourself with people who support you emotionally and distancing yourself from those who cause you stress or discomfort. At this stage in life, your inner peace should be your priority, and that means protecting yourself from relationships or situations that negatively impact your emotional well-being. Don't forget that caring for your emotions also means being kind to yourself. Sometimes we are our own harshest critics, but at this stage, it's important to recognize how far you've come and everything you've achieved. Self-compassion is a key pillar of good emotional health. So ask yourself, how are you caring for your emotional health? What habits can you incorporate to improve it? Remember, a serene and balanced mind is the key to facing life with more joy, strength, and fulfillment. Number 9, life always has purpose. The final lesson, and one of the most important, is that life always has purpose, no matter what stage you're in. In later years, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that your best years are behind you or that you have nothing new to offer, but nothing could be further from the truth. As long as you're alive, your life has meaning, and there is always something you can do to grow, learn, or contribute. Great Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius reminded us that each day is an opportunity to fulfill our purpose, even if that purpose changes over time. At this stage of life, your purpose might be as simple as enjoying the small pleasures of each day, sharing your wisdom with others, or deepening your understanding of yourself. Purpose doesn't need to be grand or visible to others. What matters is that it holds meaning for you. Seneca said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This phrase holds a deep truth. There's always something new to discover, something that can bring meaning to your everyday life. Perhaps now you have the time to learn something you've always wanted, like writing, painting, playing an instrument, or simply dedicating yourself to passions you haven't yet explored. Moreover, your experience and wisdom are valuable to those around you. Sometimes, your purpose can be as simple as sharing your life lessons with others, supporting your loved ones, or inspiring the people around you. Don't underestimate the power of your presence and all that you can bring to others, even in quiet moments. Purpose doesn't disappear with age, it evolves. What once motivated you may change, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep searching, keep exploring, and continue finding reasons to wake up each day with curiosity and gratitude. So, I invite you to reflect. What inspires you today? What activities or passions bring you a sense of purpose? Remember, life always has purpose, and as long as you keep searching, you'll continue to find new ways to live with joy and meaning. We've journeyed together through 9 lessons that can transform your life in this special stage. Remember, no matter your age, you have the power to choose how you want to live. Happiness isn't found in grand achievements, but in the small daily choices. Choosing peace over chaos, accepting what you can't control, surrounding yourself with what uplifts you, and finding purpose even in the simplest things. Old age is not the end. It's a new opportunity to live with wisdom and serenity. As the Stoics teach us, the key lies in how you face life, in how you use each moment to grow, enjoy, and add value. It's never too late to discover new passions, strengthen your relationship with yourself, and find meaning in each day. So if you've made it to the end of this video, congratulations. It means you take your well-being and personal growth seriously, and that deserves recognition. My name is Gabriel, and if this is your first time here, I invite you to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of the upcoming topics we'll be discussing. If you're still here, comment the phrase, "I am Stoic," and let me know where you're listening from. I'd love to hear from which part of the world we're connected and sharing this journey of self-discovery. And don't leave without sharing this video with someone who might need it. There might be someone in your life searching for a fresh perspective, and a simple piece of advice could make a big difference. See you in the next video, and remember, every day is a new opportunity to live with more strength, purpose, and serenity.